day. The dropper is 3 mLs, so 2 mLs a day. You order 1 on the first order, and it lasts 2 months, right? So you're gonna have to skip a month. I'll come back to what I want you to do with that. The other range is 12 to 22 kilograms, 4 mLs a day. You order 1 on the first month, and Smart Ship 1. Next region, 23 to 45 kilograms, 6 mLs a day, once a day. You order 2 on the first order, and Smart Ship 2. So they never run out. Because the problem is, oh, let me try a bottle. Okay, so you went through, your dog is 50, 60 pounds, or in kilograms, whatever it is, and it only lasted 20 days, and they got to order it, got to wait another month, you know. So why run out? You've got to maintain a certain level of HA and collagen in the bloodstream in order to have the results that you want to achieve. It makes sense, right? So don't shortchange them. Give them a program, which I'm giving to you now. So your pets that are 46 kilograms and up, which are big German Shepherds, the Thug or Retriever, they have a lot of injuries to their knees. They run around, you work them the hardest. 8 mLs a day, you order 3 bottles on the first round, and you Smart Ship 2. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so we have a program. If you order 3 at a time, you do get a discount, okay? At least in North America there is, but you do get a discount, so that's important. Does that help? Does that help you all in dosing? Okay, so here's something that I learned about when how to tie in the modern healthy living and environmental products. I'm not one for slides, so it's better that I talk from my heart. So, you know, pets have their nose is so sensitive. They breathe. They can pick up scents that we don't smell, and we have a condition where it's called allergic sinusitis. They actually, when they breathe something, they can actually break out with an allergy. That allergy is manifested by skin, and they'll itch. So I want to tell you that you guys have, there's the laundry pods, the laundry packets that you use. Pets sleep with us, right? Aren't they in bed with us? Aren't they sniffing and smelling what we have? So if you're using perfumes or these laundry softeners, you need to use our product, the Modere product, because that will help them so much. And cleaning their bowls, clean the bowls with the dishwasher. It doesn't have any remnants of chemicals, and we talked about it, you know, those ingredients that cause or harmful effects. So that eliminates that. So my point was for the smaller dogs, and you should all be using the laundry detergent and the dish detergent for that. It's a great bottle. This is amazing. Let's talk a little bit about why it works. You've all heard about the HA. You've heard your hyaluronic acid and the collagen. And back in the States, it's like a table word. You use it all the time in the kitchen. We're always talking about that. But I wanted to explain, well, when pets age, their HA and collagen decreases. It's the same thing in people. The same thing in people. So if you put a needle in your knee and you draw out the fluid, that's joint fluid. That joint fluid is rich in HA. And what happens is that as the pet gets older, the quantity of HA in that joint fluid called synovial fluid starts to decrease. Well, in your joint, like in the knee, there's a capsule. In that capsule is the fluid. And so as the fluid decreases, well, what's the fluid doing? It's a cushion, and it's keeping the bone from hitting the other bone. So as it begins to decrease, the bones are coming together. When bone rubs against bone, there's an inflammatory reaction that occurs. So we need to maintain that lubrication in the joint. The Pet Blend will do that. Questions are asked to me. What age should I start my pet? I think 6 months. With all the pets that I have on this program, 6 months is a good time to start your pet on Liquid BioCell. You don't need an injury. You don't have to have an injury to start. Yes, it would be great, but here's my belief. I think that if you maintain a certain level of HA and collagen in your joints, then you can actually help protect them from having an injury or having less of an injury should they injure themselves. Does that make sense? Okay. So Is this a drug? No, what is it? Nutritional supplement, right? Do you need to have a blood test to have this started?
No.
Do you need a doctor-patient relationship to have it?
No.
Can you sell it to other people?
Yes.
Okay, so even if you don't want to talk about any other product, do you know how easy it is to get your dog owners started on this? And you know what I get in my office? I wish they had this for people. No, right? I mean, it's so easy. So you wonder how I get my client. Well, and then I shut the door. I'll be right back. I go to the refrigerator. I go get the little shot glass and Liquid BioCell, and we have a cocktail. And so that's how I get my team and my clients. I have people coming into my office that I don't even know. We heard about the stuff. We heard about the stuff that'll make my dog not limp or just better, less discomfort. And I said, yes, it's the Liquid BioCell. It's up on the rack. It's in the main office. You can just go ahead and take one down. So the point I'm making is that it's such an easy sale. I don't try to sell it. Actually, it goes out with my clients as if they were picking up heartworm pills or something. I mean, it's that easy because I have an advantage in a certain way because I have this trust, right, with my clients, and they believe what I'm saying. But the results speak for themselves. The results are unbelievable. So I will have a patient who will come back who will say, you know, you gave this to me to buy for my dog's discomfort in their joints. And what I've gotten out of it is that the coat is so much better. Because of the collagen and the hyaluronic acid, the coat is more moisturized. If you have a better moisturized coat, you have better fur, you have better hair. It's not falling out, so they're shedding less. They're not as flaky. And the shine on the coat is unbelievable. If you have a black dog, you'll need sunglasses. It truly is amazing. I'm not used to walking around furniture here. So I hope that's helpful. So we know it helps for joints and skin, but does it work elsewhere? It sure does. It actually works in the eye. Now, I don't know that. I don't do eye tests on dogs, but in people, the testimonials that they can see that well. So last Sunday, I was looking at my dog, and she was reading the LA Times about glasses. I thought, okay, you're not wearing glasses. That's pretty good. No, just kidding. I don't get the LA Times. So here we go. So I told you each dropper is 3 mLs. I told you don't need to do a blood test. I want to just give you facts. You don't need to have a blood test to have it done. You know, most of the injuries that we see are in the knee, and usually these little dogs actually they're born with the patella, you know, the kneecap that slips out of place. If you have little dogs, you know that they have these knee problems, and this has helped so many dogs avoid surgery for their luxating kneecaps or the ACL that pulls. Let me tell you about collagen and what it does. We know collagen works for ligaments. You get ligaments and tendons. And what it does is it hydrates it. So when a ligament, understand this, and maybe you'd like to write it down because you hear about ligaments and tendons. A ligament connects bone to bone. The knee is all ligaments. Left side, right side, front and back, twisted, ACLs, PCLs, posterior, anterior. Those are ligaments, those are not tendons. Tendon connects bone to muscle. So when you pull a ligament, you're in trouble. You pull a ligament, what does that mean? Well, you've stretched it, right? With the collagen and hyaluronic acid, you're keeping that in good health by keeping it hydrated. And if you hydrate an elastic, you ever see an old rubber band? Right? And if it's not hydrated and you go to stretch it, it starts to snap, and then you have a rupture. The same thing, it's a good example of how you can explain what happens to a ligament when it's unhealthy. Of course, there are certain trauma and twists, etc. But so if you can keep it hydrated, when the bone or when the ligament is asked to stretch, when that event is over, it will come back to its natural position. We want that, right? It's no longer pulled. So that's why I advocate taking the pet blend early on to maintain a certain level of health for the tendons and ligaments. We know that there are ligaments in the mouth. We talked about gums. Oral health is so important. Oral health is connected to cardiac health. You know that if you have implants and you got to go to the dentist, if you have a bad mouth, they're not going to do your valve surgery until you get rid of infection in your mouth. So we see a lot of unhealthy oral health in dogs. But the collagen, I said, strengthens and keeps ligaments healthy. You have ligaments in your mouth, then guess what holds your teeth in place? Your periodontal ligaments. They have to be strong. And they better be, because you're tugging on the things with your dog. You're yanking them back and forth like this, and you're going to pull out their teeth. Well, I'm not saying this is going to prevent that, but at least you got to keep some healthy teeth. Teeth extractions in dogs is a big surgery. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. You want them to keep their teeth. You want to keep your teeth. So it's working in other places. It works on smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, striated muscle. This will help your bladder help the pet's bladder stay healthy. Sorry. But you know what I say for pets works for people too, right? But the physiology is there, the anatomy is the same. It's just really, really healthy. It's a healthy product, and it's reasonably priced. It is beef flavored, but there's no beef in it. But it's beef flavored with vegetables. I don't know how that's done, but that's what it is. So it probably tastes like beef. I have never had it, never want it. But so that's good to know. Why? Because don't pets have allergies, food allergies? They have beef allergies or meat allergies? They cannot take any beef. This is inert, and it's fine. You shake it up before you give it to them. You put it in the refrigerator. 2 mL is actually marked. 2 mL, 1 mL, 2 mL, 3 mL. So 1 dropper is 3 mL. Okay. There's so much more to say about this product. We're going to have a Q&A in a little while, and I'll be happy to answer questions later. But I truly believe you need to keep your pets healthy, out of discomfort. Keep them mobile. Then you can work them, and they'll stay with you for a longer time. Okay? That's my true belief. So do it. Okay? Thank you.